Protoss, it's gonna be everyone's favorite, it's gonna be Grubby. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, from Clan, no, it's gonna be Lot, also Protoss. So, PvP, an explosive matchup where things are starting out to be so similar at the start, but then those small variations that the players make will decide exactly the outcome of this first game in this first round of the Dutch National Championship. So, ladies and gentlemen, get rubby, get grubby. I meant to say get ready, but get grubby is perfectly fine with me. So get ready or get grubby for this first game in the first round between Grubby and Nolot. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, of course, Grubby, fan favorite, very famous StarCraft 2 player, but of course he made his marks, he got his battle scars playing Warcraft 3, he belonged to the absolute top there, he was the best Warcraft 3 player out there for quite some time. Now yeah, I was gonna say recently making the switch to StarCraft, but it's not recently anymore. Playing StarCraft now for quite some time, switching from Warcraft to StarCraft 2, like so many players, and yeah, making quite a name for himself. Hasn't won anything major just yet, but he's an amazing Protoss player. You guys will see this right away. There's no doubt about it. This guy can, yeah, can really micro like a boss. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, from Clan, no, it's gonna be Lot, and so far it seems like we're seeing, yeah, the exact same thing from both players, getting that gateway up, getting that cybernetic score up, and that's PvP for you. Exactly the same thing for the first few minutes, and then we're gonna see some small variations. A Zealot coming out now for Grubby, both players working on the cybernetic score, and Grubby taking the second assimilator just as Nolot taking his assimilator also. Nolot adding a gateway, Grubby not adding a gateway quite yet. In the meantime, the scouting probe from Nolot took some damage. Grubby immediately chrono boosting out at Wargate research, of course. And yeah, we're gonna see some variations coming soon. Grubby now adding that second gateway. Where is it? No, not adding a second gateway yet. So what's Grubby's plan here? Nolot already 2 gateways. Yeah, Grubby still on 1. And one of those zealots from Grubby going to town on the supply depot, deciding it's a good idea to let him live. Excuse me for a second there, guys. So my Skype was still up, it's very annoying. And it seems like Nolot is starting the aggression. He's getting ready to get things done, to force things out. There's the Stalker from Grubby and Nolot going into a skirmish, Stalker versus Stalker, but Grubby took a few more shots, so he has to back off. And Nolot placing down the proxy pylon now, more and more units from Nolot streaming in, but look at how nicely Grubby got behind these units, and already those Stalkers from Nolot are taking a lot of damage, losing one Stalker lost for both players, one Zealot now left, and that one Stalker shouldn't go down. Run for your life, little Stalker, with your 4 HP, and he made it. And Nolot, like I said, with that proxy pylon, starting the aggression, but Grubby, man, he's gonna be ready. That one proxy pylon in front of the base from Grubby being denied. Grubby now adding 1, 2, 3 more gateways, so a total of 4 gateways for Grubby. Nice force field there, incredible nice force field, trapping exactly that one Stalker and taking him down. And Nolot, man, he knows it. He is on the offensive now, getting another proxy pylon down, ready to warp in some units and start this aggression. But Grubby, man, defending nicely. And here comes those 3 Stalkers. It's 3 Stalkers versus 3 Stalkers and a sentry, so Nolot is gonna have to back off just for a few more times. But in the meantime, look at this Grubby getting a proxy pylon into the base from Nolot himself, and it looks like Nolot are completely retreating, going back to his own base, and Grubby just in time cancelling his proxy pylon. And now it's Grubby's moment to walk out. He has those 4 gateways up and running, already Twilight Council down, working, nah, not working on any upgrades yet from that Twilight Council. In the meantime, Nolot almost has Blink finished, and once Blink finishes, it's of course another ball game once again. So I would say, guys, Nolot definitely hanging on here for now, but is he gonna be able to out macro Grubby? Yeah, we'll have to see. And seems like Blink for Grubby already completed, so both players going at it with equal arms. And here's the engagement. Nice blinker macro there from Nolot. That sentry. Oh, nice blink forward from Grubby, taking a lot of those stalkers. 1, 2, 3 stalkers going down, and this is a major victory from Grubby. Another aggressive blink forward, and definitely Nolot took some hits here. In the meantime, he's trying to take his natural, but he definitely took some hits here. Now Grubby going in with 1 stalker. He's gonna try and get that stalker onto the high ground so that these stalkers here could blink into the main base from Nolot, but it just didn't work that way. And here he goes then for a frontal assault. If the subtle tactic doesn't work, just go in with your guns blazing, and that's exactly what he's doing. And Nolot, man, he just finished this expansion. Another aggressive blink forward. Grubby has the advantage in stalkers. Nolot losing stalkers, oh, one after another, and that's gonna be GG. The first game, ladies and gentlemen, going to Grubby. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going into the second game between Grubby, and the loading screen started, so we're switching to the loading screen, and it's going to be the second game of the best of 3 between Grubby and Nolot. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you in the top north position in the second game of the first round of the Dutch National Championship, it's gotta be Grubby. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, in the south position from Clan No, it's gonna be Lot. Lot currently down 1 game. Is he gonna be able to force something against his opponent Grubby? We'll find out in about 5 minutes when the aggression is about to start. So Grubby taking a convincing first game there from Nolot with some aggressive blinks forward, doing some real nice damage, taking out just a few too many stalkers from Nolot, and yeah, very quick ending of the first game. And now the second game, what's Nolot gonna do? Is he gonna be able to stand up against Grubby? Does he have the shakes? Is he is he a bit in the disadvantage psychologically by that first game from Grubby, which he won convincingly? Or is Nolot gonna stand up and take a game away from Grubby? So both gateways going down for both players. And this PvP, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, in the start it's always looking the same. This PvP starting to get underway. We're gonna see the exact same thing from both players, adding their simulators now. Nolot a bit faster, but Grubby adding 2 simulators right away. So we could see a false robotics bay here. Putting that pylon here. Nice position, so he's able to warp in units if needed directly into the low ground. Nolot scouting it out now, and Nolot's gonna see that Grubby is onto his simulators. At least I hope so. Did that probe see it? No, he didn't see it. Ah, he's gonna see it now though. Yep, so he's gonna see we have 2 simulators from Grubby. He's mining from both. Only has 2 in each though, so that's interesting. 2 probes, now getting in a third. Yep, getting 3 in each one now. So yeah, I suppose we're gonna see a fast robotics bay, or maybe some Stargate play from Grubby. So Grubby switching it up here, Nolot going for the more standard build, adding that cybernetic score, adding another gateway. And Nolot, man, he must be thinking, what's up with these 2 simulators going down so fast? He's gonna try and keep his scout here as long as possible, but of course Grubby chrono boosting out a sentry to defend his ramp and to get rid of that annoying little probe scouting the base. And there comes the sentry, and yep, as we thought, here comes a fast robotics facility from Grubby. So we're gonna see some Immortals, maybe some Colossus, and Nolot has to know about this, so I'm anxious to look at what his response will be. Now just taking his second assimilator, so we got some early deviation between these 2 players right on. Chrono boosting out, warp gate research there. Getting a lot of stalkers, and I think Nolot is gonna go again for some early aggression. I expect this probe to plant down a proxy pylon anytime now. And yeah, like I said, I think we're gonna see some early aggression here. There comes the pylon from Nolot. He knows Grubby is vulnerable now. Just when his robotics facility is finishing, immediately Grubby chrono boosting out that immortal as he should be. And right now is the time for Nolot to attack. But oh, nice force field, and this is a complete waste for Nolot. Losing that stalker shouldn't have happened. That's a complete waste. Yeah, Nolot not paying attention, and Grubby on the top of his game there, just putting down one force field, trapping that one stalker, and yeah, losing a stalker at this point of the game, you just can't do that. That's just not good. And Nolot, it seems like he's out of the aggression game for quite a while now, putting down on Nexus, and he's gonna try to over macro his opponent. In the meantime, Grubby starting to look better and better. That first immortal is out, adding a few more zealots to his army, and now getting an observer. And it looks like indeed we're gonna see some Colossus, because the robotics bay is being planted down, so Grubby is gonna have a nice robotics army very soon. And Nolot, man, yeah, he just expanded, so he's gonna be stuck on gateway units for quite some time now. Adding 2 more gateways now, his own robotics facility just now completed. He has an observer out, or doesn't he? No, yeah, he does have an observer out. So maybe, guys, for once we could see a PvP that takes it to the mid game or even the late game. But looking at how Grubby is chrono boosting out all those robotics units, I have a feeling we're not gonna see a very long game. The warp prism now being produced, and yeah, Grubby's gonna load up these 2 immortals into that warp prism, and he's gonna do quite some harassment against Nolot. And is Nolot gonna be ready for this harassment? I seriously doubt it. And here come the 2 immortals right in the warp prism, and the warp prism making its way to the base from Nolot, nicely along the edges of the base, like a killer in the night, creeping very silently alongside the map, making its way to the base of Nolot. And Nolot sending in his observer. He has no idea what's coming whatsoever. He has nothing to scout us out, although did he see it? Did he expect it? This is some nice... Oh, now he's moving his units? Did Nolot have great game awareness, and is he aware of that warp prism coming for his base. His units are in the perfect position, and yeah, this could actually prove to be bad for Grubby, but no lot now, yeah, and his army is in the right position, and this could be dangerous. They're going to work on that Warp Prism, but that Warp Prism is gonna make it, is escaping. Grubby being very careful there, unloading the Immortals, but the Warp Prism took